Dad, I don't want to be here. I want to be chilling with my homies.
Now, Chris, it's important you learn about your Irish heritage. Ancient archaeological evidence indicates that Ireland was a much different place before the discovery of alcohol. Most experts believe it was something like this. Gentlemen, today we, Ireland's top scientists, have found a way to convert our entire population to pure energy. Oh, glory,
Hey, Michael McLeod's just invented a new kind of beverage in his basement.
Whiskey.
Yep, that's right about us Irish. We get drunk constantly, we beat up our women all the time who are either praying or spitting out children at a high rate of speed because they're too goddamn stupid to use birth control. The fact of the matter is, the Irish were terribly hated when we first moved to this country. It was because of the potato famine which caused the biggest influx of Irish over here, and everybody looked down on us. The signs everywhere says Irish need not apply to any job. A black man was worth more than an Irishman. If there was poisonous gas in a mine and they wanted to find out if it was safe to go into, they wouldn't send a black man down. We paid $40 for that guy. You know, he's got to make his money for us here. Send an Irishman down. He'll do it for a shot of whiskey, and if he dies, who gives a shit? But you know what? We worked hard and we were industrious. By the early 1900s, most of the Olympics were carried on by Irish. Most of New York City cops were huge barrel-chested Irishmen, 6'5" guys. Look at JFK. We didn't sit around and cry and whine about things. We fought and clawed our way up through and got into politics and got into law enforcement, and now we can sit back and laugh about things and look at it in that light, which is good that you can laugh about yourselves. Orientals did the same. The Japanese aren't sitting around crying still about things. You just look at anybody that's hit this country at a disadvantage, and most of them have worked their way into a situation. I know some people are going to say, oh, I'm against black people. I'm not against black people. I wanted to show you that because I thought it was real funny, and I think that the blacks would get along better in this country if they would just learn to laugh at themselves and quit being such a self-piteous group. And they're not all like that, but you know what? It really does show through in a lot of different times when you hear people bitching and whining about what people said about blacks or what happened, and oh, we're racist and everybody's against the black. Well, no, we're not. You guys have just as much equal opportunity as everybody else, and I agree with that. And guess what? I'm voting for Barack Obama, who is not a black man as far as I'm concerned. He has a white mother, and I believe that it's nurture, not nature, that makes the human being. He was raised by a white woman. He's a well-articulated man. He's got my vote 100%. I'm a big fan of Mr. Obama's. I think he's going to take us somewhere. But it's so typical of the black man's story. He was abandoned by his father, who later died. It's just a pity, and I'm not saying anything derogatory. I hope people don't take it derogatorily. It's just so common, so typical. It just happens, and it's happening to our next president of the United States. Vote Brock.